Hello, my beautiful ignited souls. Thank you for joining me. I am Crimey Queen, and this is where we get ignited on spiritual reflection and meanings and digesting the essence of how the scriptures have impacted on us through numerology. If that sounded like a long intro, it just means we are delving into numerology to find the cure for our life course. Simple. Okay. Of course, I am a writer, so I suppose I am one with a lot of words. Okay. So I just felt that there was another point that I wanted to raise on this life course because let's just put life course. We have seen how the number 7 have showed up. So let's just put life, and it's the course of life. So through the life course, we have a curse, and of course, we need a cure. But then it dawned on me that I thought that that's the method in how or the method or module in how it has been designed, but I don't think so. Basically, the cure comes first. The cure in the course of life, COURSE, is already the cure. We need to realize this. So, and there's already a cure, but I was doing this in a methodical way to show the number of letters as well, because then it's 456, and 456, we added this together, that gives us uh that's 15, if I'm clear on this. Yeah, 15, and 1 plus 5 is 6, so we can see that 6 is presented in this again, like I have done. Life is 5. Let's just keep this here. And if we do the numerical value for the word 5, it comes to 24, and that is also 6. And likewise, the word 4, that comes to 24. So it shows that there is an interlink, and the dynamics of the numbers are not as rigid as we think they are, or separate as we think they are. So basically, it's like the body, we could say, has well, certain veins, or veins go through the whole of our bodies in actual fact. So we could see that the numbers play out somewhat like that. I hope this is a good analogy. Okay, so I think as well that actually the cure is there, or how the world or people have been manipulating the world or manipulating others in the world, is that they recognize there's a cure because we already came out whole. We were already whole, and it's somewhat like playing hide and seek. So you already know where you're going to hide and where the person's going to find you. And so you, the whole orchestrator of all that. So you hide somewhere and you say, see if you can find me, that sort of thing. And it's no wonder this is one of the first games we learn as children. So I feel the cure is already there. And then we, of course, become aware to use the cure that we take on a curse with. And that reminds me of the story of Adam and Eve as well. It's like almost like Adam would say, oh, what have I done, and God called Adam, and um Adam could, well, God called Adam, and before God could say, well, oh, he says, either he says, where are you? And he says, oh, I heard your voice and I was naked. And he gives this whole long explanation of self condemnation, if you like. So this is when, of course, if you were a parent in this sense, you and your child comes and gives you this long explanation, you then become curious or want to know how much do they know. So you entertain the whole story, and then now you could see the experiment goes into action. You know, it's all okay. Let's see how much you know. Um, at your age, let's see where you're at, so then I could know when to set the next game or when to notch it up. One, give it a notch up. So this is what I feel that has been happening to us. And why I see this as well, because it falls in pattern, and I will show you in a little while. So we have 9, because the course of life, the course is 9. The cure here is 3. Now, if you watch my previous videos on this topic, you will see that 3 is really the vibration necessary. I don't want to say McDonald's, but we see how McDonald's have really used the M and stuck up the M in all different ways, and that is like, so very, basically the three um attribute is one of a broken hole. So it's a broken hole, and that's why. So basically, it's like a link. And I remember really crying when I first understood the dynamics of free. It's like a cuff link, and it's open. It's open. So one is able to go wherever or do whatever it is. But that's what free is. And free is very flighty in that sense. Then we have, but then that's why, because it's broken, free in that way. This is why one is said, oh, you are free. Um, but you need to be whole. You need to be, this is what life is about, is to be whole. And it's no wonder in the scriptures you hear, behold, I have given you this, meaning I have given you everything. In fact, it said that, behold, I have given you everything. But everything was really telling you, you have all the resources to figure this out. And that I feel was very crucial. So basically, this could be like an M, so which denotes the M as in mother, because mother is really okay. When she's young, her breast is way up here, but over time, it's really is down here. Okay, and we have the 3. We have 3, which is going to say it's free, but then you have E, which is really Mother Eve. That's when you really, and I feel the E is that last, it's the last representation of free that we really need to recognize. That means recognize your mother, recognize that you're free, but you have to face your mother. You are W, you have to be facing, no matter where you are, you have to be facing your look-alike, the W, wherever you are. Okay, so that I felt was very important to point out. And so the cure, sorry, we have the curse here, and the curse would be, I think the curse was 2, sorry. Free. Yeah, this is 2. This is 2. So we've done the curse, which is free. Okay. And 2, of course, is really telling us more or less the W's are coming here, because when we do the numerical value for the word 3, THREE, this gives us 11. This is 28955. So this is 19 and 29. So 2 plus 9 is 11. And so we can see 11 is actually 2 here. So we need to, again, come in partnership, face the other person, face whoever it is or whatever situation that you need to address, and to find that wholeness. I also did show how your W, sorry, better have a drink. Sorry. Um, so your W, it's like you could have this other U upside down. It's almost that as if we need to turn ourselves upside down to like face the other person and to become whole. So you could see that there's the U, how you become whole here. It's really, this is why I feel like forgiveness is really key. And in fact, the word key is actually five. So really work on your inner core with this. Now, there was something else that I felt was very important to point out. When we add these figures up, so okay, let's add these up here. Oh, to do the 923. Yeah, let's just do it like this. Although I may have done this before, but I saw something else. So it's 9. When we do the numerical value for 9, it gives us 6. So this is 5, 9, 5, 5. Okay, so that is 24. So 2 plus 4 is 6. And then we do the numerical value for 3, THREE. So this gives us 11. We've done this is 2. And the numerical value for 2, TWO. I may have done this, but I just feel it's important to do it to try and capture that point I wanted. So this is 4. Adding this together, that gives us 12. 12. So 12, if we did, so we could see 12, of course, is 12 hours of the day, and the first word Mother Eve uttered, I believe, when Mother Eve says, "Let there be light," that is a numerical value of 12. So 12 hours of the day, 12 tribes, and so on, and we've covered a lot of this. If we do the numerical value for 12, TWELVE, because I do this because we need to bear in mind our language impacts on us in all different ways. We write it down, that means we are harnessing or igniting the energy when we do that. So it's important to acknowledge that. And 3, 4, 5. So adding this is 9, 12, 17, 22, 24. 2 plus 4 equals 12. I'm sorry, equals 6. 2 plus 4 equals 6. Now we do the numerical value for 6. This is 196. Hope you can see this. So this is 16. 1 plus 6 is 7. Which takes us back to the 7 that we had here, because we have looked at the cure is 20 and 20 is 2. And so when we do the numerical value for 7, the word 7, it gives us 20. We can see how we have gone through the whole life course of creation right here. So for instance, we were created, it's 7, which has Eve in it, and that really tells me having Eve in the middle here and going through this life course tells me that we need to go back to Eve, because this is how the figures have just taken us. 1, 6. So each 1 plus 6, that means it's 7. It's like you were created in the 6th day. This is one of you, or whatever it is, one God, or even if we did say 7, because 7 is also 1, it also equals 1. This is the umbrella of oneness. So let's look at this. So to say there is one God, it's still okay to say that, because you come under the one umbrella. 1, 5, 4, 5, 5. Okay, so this is 20. And of course, we can see that doing the numerical value, if we 7 here is also 2. And 2, of course, we have done 2 gives us 4 or 13, which is 4. And 4, of course, gives us the same numerical value as 6, FOUR. So here we are looking at 2, and just to, I want to keep the information. So 6, so 6 equals, and if we did the numerical value for 4, because it's amazing that 4 and 5 would still have the 24 numerical value as well. And that's why I think the language has been used. This is not an overnight language we are using, and I think it's thousands of years or hundreds or whatever it is, hundreds of years. This has been worked on to the perfection that it is, in that one can use it to manipulate another, and likewise it can be used to overcome whatever manipulation that is being presented. So this is 6, 6, 3, 9. And if we add this together, this is 12, 18, 19, 24. So we can see we also had 24 for 12. We could also have 24 for 5, which we don't have 5 here, but we can see how 2 plus 4 would be 6, and of course 6 would also be 7. 7 is going back to here. This is why we are in a crucial time right now. This 2020 is very, very crucial, that we learn how to use and how to use this module, or however you can see it work for you. And I would say, I feel that, compelled to say, I feel that it would be very useful for anyone to take at least a 7-day ritual to work with this, to finding a cure that is intuitively in alignment for him or herself. I feel I am, this is impressed upon my heart to say this. And of course, if you were to do this, 14 days is even better. 3 weeks is even better, until you make it a way of life. Implement it into your lifestyle. Always find something that you could work with to maintain your cure, because the cure has been there. It's just that the curse was presented to us first. And so this is why we were born. So in actual fact, we could say we will, this is where they say we are born free. But we need to remember, it's that the cure is the absence of Mother Eve here, in the sense of that we still need to find that other, because that's the signature of Mother Eve here. So it's like, this is what I mean about the hide and seek. So Mother Eve, or the removal, we have moved away, but Mother Eve has not, is not absent in the sense of not being with us. Is to, for us to recognize that we are Mother Eve. We are who she is. We are one. And that's why the number 1, because we can see that it's Eve is in the middle of 7, and 7, we can see how 12, even ELV is in 12. So Mother Eve is in every aspect of our makeup. And to show you, of course, there is something about signs and seasons, and we need to recognize that. And because of her absence, we could say, or our illusion of her absence, because remember, she's the serpent, so she sheds her skin, and this is what she teaches us how to do. We need to learn how to do this. Now, when the skin is being shed, for instance, the serpent is really like in a shade, because it doesn't want the hot sun to hit its tender skin, if you like. And so that's why it has shed its skin. And we also need to, it, we find, this is the thing, we find the cure by following the trail of her skin, because she's the one who teaches us how. So basically, she's here, and we need to, when you find the trail or you find the skin, you also find the trail, and you also find the serpent. And so the serpent, serpent, was in the garden. And just like we see the medical staff or symbol is with the serpent. So this is why all around us we are asked to seek the serpent. But we have been going through the doctors and the pharmaceutical places for that medicine. This is why we are asked to, you see this symbol, however it goes, but we need to go to the core, CORE. You can see it's like we, hey, CORE. This is what we need to go into the core of our being to find this. So 552. So this is 10, this is 17, 19, 28, 29, 33, 34. 3 plus 4 is 7. So here we can see here that what connects very much with this as well is the word heart, Heart. This comes to 7, and we have the A in the middle here. I have done a lot on heart, so you can check out my videos on heart on earth, because we only need to shift the H, and it becomes earth. So you can see heart and earth is synonymous. One in, one out. So we are now asked to go within to find the cure and follow the trail, because we have been taught to be scared of the serpent, but we need to follow the trail of the serpent to really find the cure. Remember, it is also said that the serpent was the wisest of all creatures, and the wisdom we are needing is really through the serpent. We are also asked to seek wisdom. Who else can teach us wisdom? So I thank you. I hope you have enjoyed this. I feel that there was something else. I just want to also conclude that when we add this together, we have 14. 1 plus 4 comes to 5, and 5 is also Eve, as in 7. Okay. So there is lots more, but you can watch my videos and on Eve, anything on Mother Eve, or letters for the unread letter from Mother Eve. There is so much you can watch, and some of the qualities, okay, a little bit poor because they're old, and of course, but now I may have to revamp some of the information. I hope I will be doing that, and please like and subscribe and share. Stay ignited.